Meet an agent learning to walk along a cliff edge, one careful step at a time. Every move teaches it something, but here's the subtle question that splits two whole families of algorithms apart. When it updates what it just did, does it learn from the action it actually took next, or from the best action it could possibly have imagined taking? Sarsa takes the honest route. It learns from what really happened, exploration and all, and that single choice makes it cautious, safe, and beautifully simple. Let's walk the cliff together. So what exactly sets Sarsa apart? Line it up against its famous cousin, Q-learning, and the whole idea snaps into focus. The Q-learning approach is optimistic. When it updates the value of a move, it always looks toward the best possible next action, no matter what the agent actually does afterward. It learns the value of the greedy, optimal policy directly, even while behaving more randomly to explore. That makes it bold, but sometimes reckless right next to danger. Sarsa plays it straight instead. When it updates a move, it looks at the next action its policy genuinely chose, exploration included, and learns from that. Because it accounts for the occasional random step it will really take, it steers away from cliffs where one unlucky move would be catastrophic. It learns the policy it truly follows, not an idealized one. Now let's trace a single Sarsa update, step by step. The name spells out the exact sequence it uses, so follow the 5 letters as they light up. Start where the agent lives right now. It observes the current state and takes an action, maybe a slightly exploratory one chosen by its policy. That's the S and the A, the situation we're in and the move we're about to evaluate. Then the environment responds. The agent receives a reward for that move and lands in a brand new state. That's the R and the second S, what the action just earned and exactly where it left the agent standing next. Here's the crucial part. The agent takes its next action, the one its real policy actually picks in that new state, exploration and all. That final A is what makes Sarsa on policy, and it's precisely the piece that Q-learning quietly ignores. Now we learn. Sarsa nudges the value of that first move toward the reward plus the discounted value of the action it really chose next, scaled by a small learning rate. The old estimate slides a little closer to the honest new one, and then the whole state action reward state action loop begins again from the state we just landed in. Notice how nothing here ever imagines a better move than the one actually taken. Strip it all away and 3 ideas define Sarsa completely. It learns from the full quintuple. State, action, reward, next state, next action, the exact 5-part sequence its name spells out, and every update moves the estimate toward the value of the move the agent genuinely took next. It stays on the policy it acts with, learning about the exact behavior it uses to choose moves. Its value estimates reflect the exploration it truly performs, not some idealized greedy behavior it never actually follows in the real world. It learns safer, more conservative policies than Q-learning. Because it bakes in the risk of its own exploratory moves, it keeps a respectful distance from catastrophic edges, that classic cliff-walking example where a cautious detour beats a reckless optimal path. Alright, let's lock in what matters. Sarsa is an on-policy temporal difference algorithm that learns action values from the state action reward state action sequence its name literally spells out. The defining move is honesty. It updates toward the value of the next action its policy actually chose, exploration included, rather than the best action theoretically available. Because it accounts for its own exploration, it learns safer, more conservative policies than off-policy Q-learning, favoring caution right next to costly mistakes. The trade-off is that it can be a little less sample efficient than methods free to learn the optimum while behaving differently. As exploration fades, Sarsa gently converges toward the optimal policy, the cleanest illustration of the on-policy idea you'll ever find. Craving more reinforcement learning unpacked without the jargon? That's exactly what we do over at Standarity.com. See you there.